inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, a good matchup in the NFC. It's the New York Giants and the Chicago Bears.
Your 2025 Chicago Bears.
We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, and that's Cairo Santos to get us started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They're led out by the first-round pick in 2025 out of Ole Miss. It's Jackson Dart.
And Dart was the second quarterback taken in this year's draft, only behind Cam Ward out of Miami. And you look back to his time with Lane Kiffin at Ole Miss, he put up some monster numbers. And you got to think, he's the youngest quarterback of the entire 25 draft. So can he transition to a pro-style offense? Can he play the style in which they want to play in New York? From a physical standpoint, from an athletic standpoint, Mike, Jackson Dart looks like the prototypical modern-day NFL quarterback. Mike, this defense talked all week about the importance of coming out fast and starting this game the right way, and it's less about the loss of yards there on that first play and more about just setting the tone. Hey, we're going to be here all day. We're bringing it, and boy, did they ever.
On second down, Dart rolling to the left. Off he goes.
And this is one of the cases, Mike, where defenders, they get their eyes in the wrong spot. They call it eye discipline. He catches him looking elsewhere. It allows him to get upfield and make this third down a lot more manageable.
It's 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. It's Dart. And this is caught on the sideline. Going to have the first down. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe not. They say the feet were out of bounds. Wow. Big, tight call there. For the moment, it'll be 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
So here come the Bears and their quarterback for the 2nd straight year. The #1 pick in the 2024 draft, it's Caleb Williams.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
Over the 25-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and
8. From the 25, here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Brought in by the tight end, Cole Kmet. And he's out of bounds. They're going to mark him at the 35. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Bears first down.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
On a throw here, right side, falls incomplete. The big tight end, Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's just a matter of time. I don't care how good you are or how good a hand you have, you are going to drop passes. It is inevitable in the NFL. But it's the guys that don't let one drop pass lead to 2. They have the ability to put it behind them, move forward, and they can't wait for that next ball to be thrown their way. Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
It is 3rd and 10. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So anytime you find yourself in 3rd and long, it's hard to really be unpredictable as a play caller because the defense knows it's most likely going to be a pass. They understand where the down and distance markers are, and there's really nowhere for him to go with the ball, and he has to throw it away.
On 4th down, the Bears send out their second-year man, Torrey Taylor, to punt. Gunnar Olszewski is deep for the Giants. Now, fair catch is made, and it's just inside the 15-yard line. The Giants offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. A short gain up to the 20. Tremaine Edmonds there to make the play.
Tremaine Edmonds on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 20-yard line.
2nd and 5. They'll stick with him again. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Out of the gun. 3rd down. It's Dart. That's caught. And he's going to be taken down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a pickup of 44
A big play for the Giants. A pickup of 44 yards.
A pickup of 44 yards on the play. 1st down, New York.
Well, he certainly didn't look like a rookie on that long completion, Mike. Not only his ability to scan the field and find his favorable matchup, but he was able to hit his downfield target in the perfect spot that led to that big gain.
On the zone read, a give to Tracy. I don't think I was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Dart. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
They need to get it to the 27. This is 3rd down. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
On 4th down, the veteran Graham Gano for the Giants field goal try. This is going to be from 53 yards out. Gano's kick is good. And the Giants will take a 3-0 lead. So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. Duvernay on the return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bears offense ready for their second possession. Throwing on first down, it's Williams, and he loses the football. One of the Giants has it. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop them with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they forced the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
Now it's Graham Gano for the PAT. He knocks it through, and the Giants are out to a 10-0 lead.
Bears nothing.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Duvernay on the return. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Bears offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. First and 10 now from the 36. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. That's Bobby Okereke there for the stop.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 7. Here's Williams now to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive lineman to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all 3 levels played disciplined, good football with good vision, and that's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Great run after the catch in the open field. A pickup of 24.
At the 37-yard line.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
And he'll lean forward, getting this to about the 35. Abdul Carter, number 3 overall selection, there for the stop.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9. At the 35-yard line.
It is 2nd and 9. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. A looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
3rd down and 9. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. Fortunately, this one didn't end up getting picked, going the other way.
A 52-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is good. And the Bears are on the board. It's now 10-3.
Bears 3.
Cairo Santos, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. Olszewski now to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Giants offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense will need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. They'll go to the ground, and here's Tracy on 1st down.
Number 29, Tyrone Tracy, the ball carrier. Out of bounds at the 29-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Quick throw on the RPO is batted away. That is incomplete. It's a good job of recognition by the defense, and it's going to bring up 3rd down. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Bear on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Third and 9. In motion, it's Robinson. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. Throw across his body is complete. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
It's a gain of
Able to get loose after the catch for more yardage. That'll be a pickup of 21.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And this is where the quarterback's improv skills really kind of come into play. The ability to play off-platform, throw from different arm angles. It's something that we're seeing a lot play out across the league. And yes, you have to throw from a spot in the middle of the pocket. But if you can only do that, it's hard to play quarterback in today's NFL.
Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run with Tracy. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the 1st down.
A gain of 10 yards.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
They'll go with a counter on first down. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. On the play fake, here's Dart. Now a short one caught by the tight end, Johnson.
To Theo Johnson. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tyreek Stevenson.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is, how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again?
The Bears offense about ready to take over once more. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
I can promise you, that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. A play fake. Now Williams. Loveland open right side. He's got it. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that first down. And they'll try to convert it on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8.
That quarterback called that play in the huddle. That ball was only going to one guy. He was the first read, the second read, and the check down. And it was called to perfection. They got the perfect look and led to a nice game.
The tight end, Komet, is on the move. 3rd and short yardage. And here's Williams. A first catch for DJ, and a first down.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for the Bears. First down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
Williams going to look to throw it on first down. We are through 1. It's the Giants leading this one early. We're back to Soldier Field after this. Bears in possession, here to start the second quarter. And they are facing a 2nd and long. Now Williams. Open man, that's Rome Odunze. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
And it's a big play there for his first catch of the game. And not only does he get a nice chunk of yards, but now he puts his offense in plus territory as they try to see if they can end this drive with some points.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
still third down.
Penalty yardage made this much easier to convert. They now face 3rd and 2. Williams. He's got the hook up there to Odunze. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
And the Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
The tight end, Komet, is on the move. Off play action. Here's Williams. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. His 2nd catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a first down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
To the left side, he's got Komet. And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on first down.
He's out of bounds at the 11-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. In motion, it's Odunze. Throw it again. It's Williams. He'll get this underneath to Swift. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
A yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
They've converted 2 third downs already on this drive. And here's 3rd and 4. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
What a first half of this pass rush, huh, Mike? I mean, they have just completely dominated this game. They are in complete control, and you have to imagine this offensive line, there's got to be some adjustments up front. They just cannot allow their quarterback to continue to be hit like this.
On now, it's Cairo Santos for the field goal. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bears cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6. Cairo Santos following the made field goal. Back out to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Giants offense ready to take over once more. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Dart. He's got his man, that's Slayton. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
First down. A gain of 15.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, they're going to make for a long day.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught.
Pass. Complete to Rondale Robinson. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 50-yard line.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing is Dart. We'll swing this out wide to Tracy. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Here's 1st and 10. Dart gonna keep this on his own read. Oh, and the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble. Looks like the Bears got there, and they did. Chicago ball.
You know, it's amazing, Mike, that guys still end up fumbling the ball because I can tell you from experience, the first 15 minutes of every offensive practice is ball security circuit, and that could be a combination of multiple things. How to go to the ground without getting loose to the ball, almost like the art of falling. It could be running over bags or through bags as guys take swats at the ball trying to knock it out. There are so many ways to simulate what the game is like because at the end of the day, if you want to win in the NFL, protecting the ball is the #1 priority, and it cannot be stressed enough.
Give up the middle with Swift. And he skips away nicely for that first defender. It's a pickup of 5.
At his 48-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go play action here with Williams. He'll send this one deep for Odunze. And he will go all the way. Roll, Odunze. Touchdown, Bears. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. The kick is good. And the Bears go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3.
Giants 10.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This fielded at about the 9. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. Tracy. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Tremaine Edmonds there to make the play.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 31, here is 2nd down and 7. Throwing, dart. Now a screen set up for Tracy. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Out of the gun, 3rd down. It's Dart. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. Here's Rome Odunze, the 1st-round pick, along with the Bears offense getting set for their next possession. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. To throw is Williams. Cross right side to the tight end, Komet. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
2nd and 3.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
Throwing on 2nd down, Williams. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. 20 yards on that pass play. 1st down, Chicago.
At the 49-yard line.
In order for this play to be successful against man coverage, Mike, 2 things need to happen. 1, the quarterback has to anticipate the break. He has to get that ball out on time, and then the rest is the receiver creating the separation at the top. And when both are accomplished, you can see what the results are.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
So the athleticism of this tight end is pretty well documented, Mike. I mean, he can pick up yards after the catch. It's just such a rare trait for tight ends. So it's the size, it's the speed, it's the matchup problem. And we got a glimpse of all of it right here.
A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. That's complete to Moore on the right side.
Complete to number 2, DJ Moore. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Giants' 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and a yard. Williams going to keep it on the zone read. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Bears 1st down.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another Bears 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
And this is really an area, Mike, that he excels in. He makes the right decision to keep the ball himself, and then when he hits the hole, he doesn't stop until he picks up the 1st down.
Now they'll pitch it out here. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They will run it over center with Swift. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
Brings up third and
How would you like to
7.
be this running back here? You get the ball, you're thinking, all right, get through the line, and next thing you know, the big old D tackle's just waiting for you there in the hole. Nowhere for you to go as he takes you down for a loss.
On third down, it's Williams. And he's in. DJ Moore. Touchdown, Chicago.
We used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
On is Santos for the PAT. He's got it. And the Bears add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead.
Giants 10.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Now, Dart. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Haven't even reached halftime yet, and we see this quarterback just continue to put the ball in harm's way and make bad decisions. He's lucky it didn't add another interception to his stat sheet, and as they approach halftime here, they got to regroup, and he's going to have to make the better decisions here in the second half.
Tracy looking to run, and he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to Soldier Field. Following this, 3rd and 5. Out of the gun here. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here, as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Here's Jamie Gillen on now, as he's on to punt for the Giants. Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Out comes Caleb Williams and the rest of this Bears offense. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. And he looks to add to them with another drive here. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. That's complete. It's Odunze. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
Here comes 2nd and 4. From the shotgun. It's Williams. He'll send this one deep for Odunze. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And it's going to bring up a third down. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. The pressure gets there, and down he goes! And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. Here's Torrey Taylor now. He'll punt for the second time after hitting a beauty in his first effort. The Giants offense ready to get back to work.
At their own 20-yard line.
It's a three tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And this will gain a couple of yards up to the 22-yard line.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Look at that. Slinging across his body and connected. Now a timeout. Giants, that is their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down, but in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield, and there does come some danger when you throw back across, but in this case, it's a big completion.
And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. The Giants going to call their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. He'll step up and run, and the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick, picking up the 1st down.
Mike, this is great awareness by the quarterback, manipulating the pocket. He feels the pressure coming on around him, but so often the soft spot is moving up in the pocket. That's exactly what he does, takes off down the middle of the field, picks up good yardage, and a 1st down.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Halftime coming up. We'll get you down to Scott Hansen and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to kickoff of this second half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Bears offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. First and 10 now from the 36. Here's Williams now to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
A play fake. Now Williams. Forced out left.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
What can they do here on third down and 7? Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 24 yards. First down, Chicago.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And this is when it just gets very frustrating as a defense, because this is what it's been like all day. The pass rush is good, but just not quite good enough. They let him slip through, and he burns them with big yardage.
The tight end, Komet, is on the move. On first down, it's Swift. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
Third and long. Here's Williams. He gets this complete to Burden. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
That's good.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup. So you find yourself playing with a 2-score lead. Of course, it goes without saying, Mike, you don't want to take any unnecessary risks. The primary reads weren't there, works through his progression, move on to the next play, and just throw that ball away.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Williams. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Williams. They'll go underneath to Komet on the screen. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up fourth down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
Field goal, a 41-yard attempt.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Bears will extend their lead.
Giants 10.
Cairo Santos, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. Olszewski now to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Giants offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Takes off. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20.
It wasn't anywhere really for him to go with the ball. The defensive backs did a great job of taking away his progression read. But that pass rush, they just can't get home, and he ends up making the play with his legs and moves the chains.
On first down, Dart. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Wandale Robinson, the one he was looking for that time. And it'll bring up second down. Out of the shotgun, it's Dart. He has Hyatt complete. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. 20-yard pickup there. First down, Giants.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Giants.
And nothing matters if this protection isn't able to pick up that blitz. They do a fantastic job of stunting that pass rush just long enough to find an open man downfield.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Tracy. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
Well, this is something we don't see every day, Mike. A team playing with a traditional I formation fullback. It's kind of a lost art in today's modern game, but in this case, highly effective. Great job by the fullback clearing out the pass.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Brady Jarrett in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing, Dart. He's got his man, that's Slayton. And he'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up 1st and goal.
17 yards. And the Giants first down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line.
A gain of 5 brings up second and goal.
Second and goal. In motion, it's Robinson. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
It
makes sense on second and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have third down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on third and goal.
From back at the 5, here now third and goal. Nowhere to go, he is taken down.
You can tell what the decision is about how they want to approach fourth down by what they call on third down. If that was a run play, then you can bet they were going to go for it on fourth. But because it was a pass, and then they take a sack, I think this coach on fourth down is leaning towards settling for 3.
Here is Graham Gano to try the field goal. This, about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Giants will cut into that lead. Graham Gano now following the field goal. Back to kick this one away. Duvernay on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll put Loveland in motion. On the give, here's Swift. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Swift. And he's able to find a crease. Get ahead for 7. It'll bring up 3rd down.
So I think as they continue to have success on the ground like they did here, I think we're going to see them continue to lean towards that ground game. Force the defense to come up, sell out, take it away. And then there's all sorts of options downfield in the passing game.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
On the return, Olszewski. And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Giants offense. And their running back getting ready to go back to work. A carry here for Tracy. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
The best running backs, Mike, they have a really good balance between executing the play that's designed, but then every so often they just have to trust their instincts, and sometimes that's the best plays. That's where the big home run shots come from, and when you have a talented back, you want to give them that freedom.
Down the sideline, past the 40. And he will score! Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown, Giants. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And that back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Gano on to add the extra point. He's got it. The Giants are back within a field goal. The lead is 3.
Giants 20.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This one taken at the 7. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Bears offense getting set to get back to work. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. He'll push forward for about a yard. Tyler Newman is there for the stop.
The 35-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 8. Now Williams. He throws and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
I think that play probably results in a completion if that protection just holds up a little bit longer. It was that initial pressure in the face of the quarterback that forced him to get rid of that ball a little bit earlier than he wanted. Disrupts that timing, ruins the play.
That is caught! And he will go all the way. DJ Moore, touchdown Chicago. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. 3rd down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the 1st down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that 1st down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
Santos for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bears will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
Bears 30, Giants 20. Cairo
So here's Santos
to kick
after
off
the
for
touchdown.
Chicago.
He's out to kick this one off. The return starts from the 5. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. The Giants offense and their running back set to go once more. They'll go to the ground, and here's Tracy on first down. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
18-yard line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet inbound.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
In motion, it's Robinson. Out of the gun, 3rd down. It's Dart. That's into the hands of his receiver, Hyatt. A gain of 17 yards. That's good for a Giants first down.
That's what they call a big dagger route. It's about 10, 15 yards where you just round off your outside foot and rip into the middle of the field, and they executed it to perfection, and they're able to move the chains.
So back and forth they go as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Dart. Taking the deep shot here with Robinson. That is brought in. And he's out of bounds. Mark him down right at the 10-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. It covers 51 yards. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Here's a run. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Dart can throw here on 2nd down. This one caught at the 4. And that's going to move them closer, but they're going to need to come up with something here. Here comes 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
He'll try to throw it, and here's Dart. Now a screen set up for Tracy. And he will score! Game on! Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown, New York. He had the touchdown run earlier. Now add a TD reception. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off?
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Now, Gano for the extra point. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the fourth quarter. So they've cut into the lead, now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Now return coming from the 7. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Out comes Caleb Williams and the rest of this Bears offense. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
Paulson Adebo on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 6. To throw is Williams. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down.
I feel like their quarterback, for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. That one on target to Moore. 18 yards on the pickup there. Good for a Bears first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock, but the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again. You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line?
And Swift loses the football. And that was very nearly a disaster at this juncture of the game. But fortunately, a teammate able to cradle it, and they keep possession.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often, and when they do, you got to seize the moment.
And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. They gain 18 yards on that one. First down, Chicago.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out. This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
That'll take this down to the 6. That's good enough
fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
They'll run with Swift, and he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. DeAndre Swift, touchdown Bears. Everything you want to do right there, Greg. Fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
On is Santos for the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Bears will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Giants 27.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This will be returned from the 6. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Giants offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. First and 10, here is Dart. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
To Theo Johnson. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 34-yard line.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. He'll step up and run this. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down.
Giants, first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And this is what you like to see if you're the head coach. Not only does your quarterback know exactly where that first down marker is, he's able to pick up the first down, but then get himself on the ground. He avoids the big hit and picks up the first down.
Here's Dart on first and 10. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. The rookie from Ole Miss put that one on target for the first down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 47-yard line.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a second and 7. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, Giants.
First down.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
Now a short one caught by the tight end, Johnson.
Complete to Theo Johnson. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here is second down and 5. looking to throw. It's Dart. This one taken in by Hyatt. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Yards on the play.
Gain of 13 for number 13. And a first down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Pass pulled in by Tracy. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Bears' 12-yard line.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Dart gonna throw it again. That's gonna be incomplete. Covering very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's gonna force 3rd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
On 3rd down, here is Dart. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line.
And with that sack, it should put an end to what's been a very promising drive up until this point. Great job of bend without breaking. Get yourself off the field when the opportunity presented itself.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. And that's going to be incomplete. They have to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on down.
So the offense finds themselves in a tough situation. They're down by 2 scores late in this game. They know this is a prime opportunity. They need to play for a touchdown, and instead the defense makes a huge stand, and they got a chance now to close this game out.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. On the give, it's Swift. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. Another run here. Another run by Swift. Now timeout. Giants. That is their 2nd. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. The Giants going to call their 3rd and final timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. The Bears send out their punt team as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. And the receiver with a fair catch, taken successfully, and that's where he'll turn it over to the offense. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. That is caught. It's Robinson. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
first down.
So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Now the shotgun. It's done. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
A gain of 12 yards.
They get 12 yards on that pass. That's good for a giant first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now Dart. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. T.J. Edwards in there for the sack. He forced his way through. A loss of 9. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here comes 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Throw on the run is complete. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
The offense having a tough time with this noise. It's 3rd and 6. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
Will they bring the heat for 4th and 6? They'll go, and here's Dart. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. The Bears offense ready for this next possession. Well, victory well in hand. Still a little bit of time left here, but the defense can't stop the clock, so 3 kneel downs should be enough to end this one. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Second and 11. So this one in the win column for the Bears. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olsen. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from along the lakefront at Soldier Field in Chicago.